Hey everyone, still in lesson number 2, still in level 8, still doing the choose your own adventures by practicing different string methods. In particular, we are using the index of and the substring methods, working with string objects. So I'm going to continue working around this array of problems counterclockwise. I've done A and C. I will do list to tables. And so if I recall this correctly, this is going to take the parts of speech, this big long list of over 6,800 entries, and it's going to create a 2D array where the first column are the words and the second column are the parts of speech. So let's go into the word processor app, and here is the method, the get parts of speech, and it gets that parts of speech string array. So we need to create a two-dimensional array that's going to take string objects. I'll call it my array. And this is going to be a new string array where the number of rows is the parts. I did not spell that correctly. Parts of speech dot length, and the number of columns is 2. So now I've got my array ready to go. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to traverse that two-dimensional array. So for int I equals 0, I is going to be less than the parts of speech, dot length, and then I want to increment the I by 1 every time. And so I think what I need to do is I need to, let me find the two words, like up to the colon. So I'm going to go int colon equals the parts of speech at index I, the one I'm currently on, and I want to know the index of the colon. And then what I will do is I will take string, which is the word, that is going to be parts of speech at index I, and that's going to be the substring that goes from the colon plus 1. It goes to the thing that's after the colon all the way to the end, so I don't need to put anything else in there. And then I want the string that is parts, I just call it parts of speech, so parts, that is parts of speech at index I. That is a substring that goes from the beginning up to the colon, but not including the colon. And then what I want to do is I want to assign my array at index I, column 1, to be equal to the word. And I want my array at row I and at column 2 to be equal to the parts of speech. And then what I want to return is I want to return my array when I'm done. So my array is what I will return. I think this is going to do it. I think it's going to do it. I don't see like a toString method or something that will print out this array. So over here we're going to Randomly select a row from the 2D array and print the selected word and its parts of speech. Okay, I'll do that. So let's go parts of speech, and I believe there is a well, okay, well, I'm going to try. Oh, because this parts of speech just takes the string. Okay, print the selected word in the part of speech. So I'm going to print so what I'm going to print out is parts of speech returns my array. So I think I can go, let me go system dot out dot println. I want to print out the parts of speech plus I'm going to put the colon back in, and then I want to go parts of speech, and I will do row 1. I will go column 2. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Not really sure about this. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's run it. Oh, parts of speech dot get parts of speech. Parts of speech. Oh, that was stupid of me. Parts of speech dot get parts of speech, and then parts of speech dot get parts of speech. All right, and with parentheses. Let's see if I don't know if this is going to work. That's not it. I think I'm going to do this then. Let me try this. Now I'll need to think about that if this is not going to work. Let's see. Get parts of speech, get parts of speech. This returns an array. Oh, did I not should I have initialized call the get parts of speech method, randomly select a row. Is this a static method? Oh, it is a static method. So, and so I need to pass it the parts of speech, parts of speech. I need to pass it a parts of speech here because it takes that array. So parts of speech. Now still don't know if it's going to work. We'll see what happens. Cannot find that. I think it might be get parts, get parts of speech. Oh, no, let's go here. Get parts of speech. So let's make sure I did that correctly. get parts of speech, get parts of speech. So I spelled that okay. Parts of speech is my parts of speech. Parts of speech. Interesting. Interesting. I'm going to tinker with that a little bit more. Okay, I think I know what to do. So it's a static method, so I got to go word processor dot get parts of speech, and then I want to parts, if I can spell that correctly, parts of speech. So this is because it's a static method, I just need to refer to the class. So word processor dot get parts of speech, and I need to pass it that to the array. So I'm going to choose a random number because I got to choose something at random. So I'm going to go int rand row is going to equal, I want to go math dot random times, and I want to go the length of the parts. So parts of speech dot length, and I probably should cast this to an int just to be certain. And then I want to, so then I want to do so I'm going to take one, I just want a string array. So let's see. This is going to be a string array. I'll call it my R. All right, there you go. That returned the array. Here's my random number. And then I'm going to go system.out.println. I'm going to take I want to print out my RR at rand row. I want to print out column 1. And then I also want to print out column 2. Who knows if this is how the test wants to see it. So I'll print out 1, print out 2, print out a random row. Let's see what happens here. Didn't like that either. I'm getting tired of this one. Your code hit an exception while it was running. Oh, I got to subtract 1 from that because parts of speech. Let's see what it does this time. And that length, it won't go up to the length. Still nice. Still hit an exception. Oh, column 0 and column 1. And I don't think I need to subtract 1 because it will never get up to it'll never get up to be the length. It's always going to be truncated. Let's try this. Okay, I'm ticked now. Index 2. Hmm. Oh. I subtract 1, what will it do? Don't know where my exception, I'm going out. Index 2 out of bounds for length 2. So I don't know where I am going out of bounds. I'm picking a random row. I've got my array at the random row, column 0, and then column 1. Might I, oh, might I have made, oh, here it is, 0, 1. There you go. Let's run the test. Nice. That was a long one, man. That was long, but we can always do this in class if you want.